Good morning, everyone. Turtle here. The maintenance has finally finished, and although I'm quite low on time, so good for you. It won't be long, so rejoice. I will still make a video and post it because I think it's really good to have these videos early. Now, let's really quickly talk about Age of Science, or as I like to call it, Tech Day. This is day 3, so your tasks for today are: use your speed ups on tech research, increase your tech power, get your Valor badges spent, basically research for now, your radar tasks, which you should have saved up yesterday, and you have your drone component chests that you open. Now, I have already done a lot of those. I have already earned a lot of points. Basically, I do still have a few more to do, but I was up around some silly hour of 3 a.m. or something like that, so I did those. But never mind that. So, earning points today and tips to earn points today. The things I can tell you. Number 1, save up all of these chests. Like absolutely all of them. Only the level 3s basically are worth any reasonable points. The level 1 and level 2, they will not yield much. Radar tasks should cover between 1 and 1.5 million points, and those chests may be 1 to 2,000, like 100,000 to 200,000, depending on how many you have. The reality is you will need to use speed ups today, and this is why I find Age of Science to be a bit more difficult day than the rest. But that does not mean you cannot prepare. Like for instance, take a look at here. I'll just do this to simulate. As you can see here, it is the same as building day. I now have this technology ready to go, but until I click it, it does not add to my tech power. Now, after I click it, I collect it, and my tech power increases, which means my VS points increase. Now, you can do the same thing as you did with buildings. You can sit on a technology, and you can time your research to finish on Wednesdays. Now, for instance, if I were to take this one, like it says it will take 19 hours. After some handshake, it will take, I don't know, 12. So you can start this tech. You could start this tech yesterday, and it would be ready for today, if you're understanding what I'm saying. So if you have a tech that will go on for 3, 4, 5 days or something like that, you can time it to finish today, basically. That's the key goal here. Like, for instance, I have this here tech that goes on for 2 days. I could have started it 2 days ago and it would be near completion today. If you want to use arms race tech research, you could start an even longer tech and then just burn some speed ups to earn points that way. Now, ideally you save speed ups for today, but if you want to, you can do some speed ups on tech research, like each day on the arms race event. Now, as for using speed ups today, again, ideally you do them during tech research period, but one thing to point out, if you have, like, for instance, the one I showed, like I have this one, I will start this one, I will use up Valor medals. It is very important to use up Valor medals today because they give a lot of points. So I have this tech, it will go on for, as you can see, the number goes down and down. Once I get my 25 assistances here, I can then just use speed ups to finish this up and ensure that my tech center is free so I can start something else. You can do this if you want. If you have only one tech center, then, you know, focus on that. If you have two, you can shuffle 2 research tasks. Basically, you can use one of them for your longer researches, like something that takes a week, for instance, and you can save that for the VS day, and you can have another research center doing shorter researches, which you could like finish intermittently. Like if you have if you want to make some tech points, or you don't want to halt your progress with one single long research, you could use the second tech center basically to have a separation between long-running research tasks and short research tasks. That's kind of it. But in general, there is no need to do tech during the week unless you really need it. And that's it. I'm not gonna miss it. Hopefully, let's see. Maybe I make it in time. Basically, your tech should be advanced on Wednesdays, and you really should have a lot of speed-ups to do this on Wednesday. The same story applies today as it was yesterday. So for speed-ups, you have your VIP store if you have it available. You have your Alliance store. If you have the tokens, you should have some tokens. Keep in mind that you will also need tokens to buy shields. So throughout the week, always buy shields for Enemy Buster. This one you do not touch. You don't have any speed ups here, but still don't touch this store unless you're buying these blueprints. Just to remind everyone. And of course you have your campaign store, which again has a lot of things. It does have speed ups. It has a lot of speed ups to buy, but the value is not that great, but you can still get them if you need to. And that is pretty much it. I covered most of the topics, and if there are any additional questions, as always, I forget to say this, if you have anything particular you want me to talk about, you can send me a message in game, you can leave a comment in Discord. I will be more than happy to cover it. I am not in chat as often as I was these last few days, so if you ever need me to talk about anything, really anything, it doesn't really matter what, I can sit down, I can make a short video. It's really not a problem. The whole point of doing this is to help our players, so it's not a problem to sit down and make a video, basically. If I have the time, of course. And that would be all for today. If I failed to cover anything, of course, let me know. If you have special requests, let me know. If not, have a lovely day, and I will see you all tomorrow.